In this video, we'll break down the psychological reasons why women start valuing men they once overlooked, and how you can use Stoicism to naturally increase your worth without chasing validation. Stay with me until the end, because this is where you'll learn how to make this mindset shift permanent, so you never have to beg for anyone's attention again. Chapter 1. Attraction is built, not BGGDFOR. One of the biggest mistakes men make is thinking attraction is immediate. If she's not interested, they panic, they beg, they try harder. But here's the truth. Women are not attracted to desperation. They are attracted to self-sufficiency. A Stoic man doesn't chase, he builds. He doesn't waste energy trying to convince a woman to like him. Instead, he works on becoming someone she can't ignore. Remember this. A man who is too available loses value. A man who prioritizes himself creates mystery, and that's when she starts paying attention. Chapter 2. She only values you wicked you still been needing here. Women are wired to want what they can't have. It's human psychology. The moment you stop seeking her validation, something shifts. She starts wondering, why isn't he chasing me anymore? Did he find someone better? Did he level up? And that, my friend, is when the tables turn. Because suddenly, you are no longer an option. You are now a prize she has to earn. Stoicism teaches us that external things, like a woman's approval, should never control our emotions. The moment you embody this, you become magnetic. Chapter 3. Value NCOREAC is worth time, not instant gratification. Hadon. Your value is not determined by her interest in you today. It is determined by what you build over time. The mistake weak men make is wanting immediate results. They expect to impress her overnight. But the truth, the longer you focus on your self-improvement, the more undeniable you become. Women respect a man who has patience, a man who doesn't need validation today, but knows his value will be recognized tomorrow. And when that day comes, you'll have a choice. Welcome her back or walk away knowing you never needed her to begin with. BCOMM, a man of purpose, not a man of chasing. At the core of it all, a high-value man doesn't seek approval. He focuses on his path, his mission, his life. The irony. The moment you embody this, women will notice. They always do. But by then, you'll have evolved past the need to care. Today, we break down why women start valuing men after they were once overlooked. Not through tricks, not through manipulation, but by understanding one simple truth. Value is built, not begged for. Stay until the end, because I'll teach you the Stoic mindset shift that will make you immune to rejection forever. Chapter 4. Why women do unto value first. Let's be brutally honest. Women don't overlook you because you're not good enough. They overlook you because you haven't given them a reason to value you. Psychological breakdown. Women are biologically wired to seek the highest value man, not necessarily in looks, but in status, mindset, and self-sufficiency. Neediness is the biggest turnoff. The more you chase, the more they run. Desperation signals low value. If you're too available, they assume other women don't want you either. Stoicism teaches us not to be ruled by external approval. A woman's rejection is not a reflection of your worth. It's a reflection of your current level of development. So, how do you make her see your value? Simple. Stop trying. Chapter 5. The moment you stop chasing, she starts noticing. Here's a harsh truth. As long as she knows you're waiting, she will never value you. But the moment you stop, that's when she starts paying attention. Psychological facts. Women are drawn to what is scarce. The more she thinks you don't need her, the more she wonders why. Silence is powerful. Instead of proving yourself, let your absence create curiosity. When you shift focus from chasing her to building yourself, her perception of your value skyrockets. Do not fear being ignored. Fear being too available. The less you care, the more she will. Now let's talk about the turning point. When does the shift happen? Chapter 6. Why she so dd in loice is your worth. It always starts subtly. First, she notices you don't chase anymore. Then she sees you leveling up. And suddenly, she feels something she never felt before. The psychological shift. Women fear losing opportunities more than rejecting them. When she sees you thriving without her, she starts questioning herself. The preselection effect. The moment other women notice you, her perception of you changes. Emotional scarcity. If you once gave her all your energy and suddenly withdraw it, she feels the loss. Ironically, the more she once ignored you, the harder she will try to win you back. Because now, you are not the same man she rejected. But here's where most men fail. They take her back too easily. Chapter 7. When she comes back, what should you do? Here's where most men crumble. They mistake interest for value. But remember, value is not proven in words, but in actions. What to do? Remain neutral. Do not rush back. If she suddenly values you, let her earn her place. Test her consistency. Is she back because she respects your growth or because she just wants your attention? Never break your momentum. Keep focusing on your mission. If she wants to join your journey, fine, but never pause your growth for her approval. Now let's discuss the final step, how to make sure you never fall into the trap of chasing again. Chapter 8. How to be so memory a man, she can't ignore, lie. The final lesson is this. Your worth must never depend on external validation. Not from women, not from society, only from yourself. The Stoic man's core principles. Detach from outcomes. Whether she stays or goes, your mission remains unchanged. Invest in yourself daily, physically, financially, mentally. Become undeniable. Master emotional control. A high-value man never reacts emotionally. He decides logically. Women always notice, but by the time they do, you won't even care. And that, my friend, is the ultimate power. Chapter 9. Why women read GCTU 8 first. Let's start with the painful truth. Women don't reject you because you're not good enough. They reject you because they don't see your value, yet. Psychological breakdown. Women are wired to filter out weak options. They are not looking for someone who begs. They are looking for someone who demands respect without asking. Neediness is a repellent. If you chase, she will run. Availability kills attraction. When you give too much too soon, she assumes no one else wants you. Here's where most men go wrong. They try to prove their worth instead of letting their actions speak. But what if I told you? The key to making her value you is not trying at all. Chapter 10. The power of walking away. Something incredible happens when you stop trying to impress her. Instead of proving yourself, you simply exist in your own reality. Unbothered. Psychological shift. Women notice absence more than presence. When you stop being predictable, you become mysterious. Scarcity increases value. Anything that is freely given is taken for granted. Your lack of attention forces her to question herself. Did I misjudge him? The moment you stop waiting, she starts wondering. Because now, you are the one in control. Now let's talk about why she suddenly wants you back. Chapter 11. The moment she starts to regret. Women do not regret rejecting a man who stays stagnant. They regret rejecting a man who becomes something greater after she overlooked him. The shift in perception. When she sees your life improving without her, she starts second-guessing herself. Other women's interest makes her reevaluate her choice. Women are competitive. If other women want you, she will want to know why. She now sees you as a challenge. The man she once took for granted is no longer waiting for her validation. But here's where most men fail. They take her back too easily. Chapter 12. What to do? When she comes basic. Most men see this as a victory, but real men know this is a test. How to respond. Do not act overly excited. She must feel your new reality is not centered around her. Maintain your frame. If she wants to return, let her prove she deserves your energy. Never lower your standards. The moment you act like her validation is a reward, you lose power. Women don't return because they had a sudden realization of your worth. They return because they see a man they no longer control. Now let's make sure this never happens again. Chapter 13. How to be a man. She can nevar ori. The ultimate power is this: to reach a point where her opinion no longer matters. The unbreakable Stoic mindset. Detachment from external validation. Women, society, and opinions do not define you. Mastery over emotions. A man who is not controlled by emotions is unshakable. A purpose greater than attraction. Your mission is your anchor. Women are only a part of life, not its center. By the time she values you, you won't even care. And that, my friend, is the ultimate freedom. If you found value in this, subscribe for more Stoic wisdom. Drop a comment. What's the biggest lesson you've learned about attraction? And remember, stop chasing. Start building. The world will adjust.